know that you don't have to spend a fortune to get ready for your English exam? There are loads of free and inexpensive materials out there for you. So keep watching. I'm going to share my top ones with you just now. You might be thinking, oh, how do I do that? Do I have to go to a school? Do I have to spend lots of money on classes? Don't worry. Today, I'm going to talk about some of the materials and resources that are available to you to use at home and help prepare yourself. Now, obviously, if you are interested in classes, Home Studies have some great options, so check the link down below. But today, we're going to focus on ways that you can prepare yourself. So keep watching. We've got some books, materials, apps, websites, the whole shebang. The first few resources I'm going to talk about are your more traditional style course book. And these are often found in like academies or in schools, but of course you can use them at home as well. These are all produced by Cambridge. Okay, that's the publisher, and Cambridge are also the people who design and deliver the exams. So all of these materials are specifically designed for exam preparation, okay? B1 PET or B1 PET for schools. Compact. Now, this is a short form compact course book. There are course books. There are two. There is a student's book and a workbook. Now, if you have a limited budget, I would recommend getting the student's book. You can buy it online for around about 25 euros, and that also gives you access to the online materials and practice tests. Okay, they're all included in that price. This book follows a scheme of work. It has different topics, all related to topics that you are likely to see in the exam. And also each topic will specifically focus on one part of the exam. So for example, like reading, part 1 will be the focus of one unit. So we have the vocabulary that's relevant to the test, and we also have specific exam style practices. Included with the course materials, like I said, you also get, I think it's 2 complete exams that you can practice and you can use to see and monitor your progress as you go. So this could be a great option. Complete PET. There's a little clue in the name. So this is a more complete course book, we could say. Here you can expect to see more in-depth activities and examples. Similarly to the compact, the book is broken down into units. So each unit focuses on a different theme, different vocabulary, different topics. And within each unit, you will have several exam style activities, okay, like exam style questions. This book only comes with one full PET exam. So you can use that to monitor your progress, or use that when you've finished to see how you're going. But I did discover when I was researching for this, as this book is a little more expensive than the compact, I wanted to see really what we're getting for our money. And I discovered that if you buy the student's book online, the student's book is the main book, the most important one, then you also get access to the online workbook included in that. Okay, so if you buy the student's book in paper version, you also get the online workbook. So you can work through that yourself. The next resources I would recommend are 2 books that are quite similar and also at a very similar price point. These are the Exam Booster and the Trainer, the PET B1 Trainer. So the difference between these and the previous 2 that we looked at, the complete PET and the compact PET, is that these are not course books. So they include activities, exam-style activities, but they do not include grammatical explanations, introduction of new vocabulary. So these are books that you might consider buying if you think you already have quite a good base to work from. And maybe you just want some practice of the exam style questions in particular. So what's the difference then between Exam Booster and the Pet Trainer? Well, the Exam Booster book, throughout the book, it gives you the opportunity to practice each part of the exam, like reading part 1, listening part 2, 3 times. Okay, so it's effectively 3 exams broken up into parts. In addition, in each unit, there are some activities to help you recall and apply some vocabulary. But like I said before, this is not a course book. It's expected that you already kind of know you know the vocabulary, you know what you're doing. This is practice just applying it to the exam tasks in particular. The Pet Trainer, on the other hand, it has 2 tests at the beginning of the book that include additional practice activities to help you focus on elements of the exam and to give you some extra tips and advice, which I think are very useful. And then it also has 4 complete exams. Okay, these are exams without any extra hints and tips, just 4 complete exams with the answers, of course, later, for you to work through. Okay, so 2 broken up practice exams and 4 complete exams. So I suppose which book you go for kind of depends on your preference. Test and Train. So this is an app that has only been released quite recently, I think, by Cambridge. And it's a specific exam preparation app. It's €23, but it does include 6 complete exams that you can do on your phone. Okay, it's quite a nicely designed app and very easy to do on the go, sitting on the bus, waiting for your friends. You can work through a little activity whenever it's convenient for you. So for me, that's one of the main advantages. The app will also give you feedback and tips and corrections on any of the answers or writing that you submit. The only area I'm not sure the app is perfect yet is the speaking part. And in some of the books that we saw previously, they include examples of speaking exams and photos and example questions. So although speaking has to be with another person, really has to have some interaction, this app doesn't quite have that yet. It does include examples of a speaking exam, but if you're looking for more dedicated speaking practice, this might not be the one for you. But if you're looking for convenience, then we all love a freebie, let's be honest. So these are some of my top free resources that you can access online or you can download as an app. All right, so we've got Exam English, free website, Breakout English, the Cambridge website, English, not exactly sure how you pronounce that. And I've also got an app that I'll talk about in just a moment, a great free app that's produced by Cambridge as well, but really helps to make that exam preparation a little bit more fun. Breakout English is a website that I use quite often as a teacher, again, to find supplementary activities for students. But if you are looking to practice your English and prepare for the exam yourself at home, you can absolutely do that. It has different activities available that you can download specifically to practice, for example, the use of articles or modal verbs or comparatives, whatever it is, and also specific parts of the exam. So you can download 4 reading part 5 questions. and they will come with the answers. So if you want a bit of extra practice, this could be a good option. I know Breakout English also offer 2 like complete exam practice papers that you can download, and I think it's very cheap. It's like 2 or 3 euros maybe. But it is a really good website to know about if you just want a little extra practice. Specifically, if you just want to practice like one part of the exam, this would be a good one. Exam English is a website that contains materials and preparation materials for a variety of different exams. So obviously we have the Cambridge, okay, the Cambridge from a range of different levels. We also have the Trinity ISE exams and IELTS exams. And so whatever you're preparing for, it's there. I know for the Cambridge in the B1 section, you can find at least 2 complete exam papers that you can practice and work through on the website. You don't need to download them. All of the activities are there on the page for you to do, and they will automatically correct it and give you some feedback. Okay, so take a little look. Here, this is what it looks like. And as you can see, it's fairly straightforward, very easy to navigate, and there are also some extra activities like vocabulary and grammar practice activities that you can have a look at. Eng Exam is a website that has 5 complete full tests that you can work through. All right, so you're able to access each of the parts of the test individually. You complete it online, and then the results are automatically generated for you. So this is just a great free website if you're looking for some extra practice tests. ExamLift is a free app that has been released by Cambridge. I really like this app. I think it's very fun. It has a lot of really good games and activities that are specifically designed to prepare you for the exam. The only downside of this app, I would say, is that it doesn't give you a full written exam, like, for example, some of the other books or the trainer type materials that we've looked at previously. But it's really fun. You can do it on the go. It's free. I love it. The Cambridge website is actually a really good place to find lots of preparation materials, as well as information about the exam in general. So although this may seem like quite an obvious option, you'd be surprised how many people forget that the Cambridge website has a huge bank of resources. They're all free. So just log on, have a look, choose your specific exam, and there are lots of materials and even lessons and activities that you can work through. So check it out. This next book is a bit of a wild card. It's one that I maybe wouldn't recommend that you only use this book to prepare for your exam, because it doesn't really contain any like training opportunities like we've seen in the course books and the exam preparation books. But one thing that this book does offer that the others don't is an insight into some of the common errors and mistakes that students often make in exams. So using this book in conjunction with, let's say, the app, with the Test and Train app, could be really useful, because you can see some common mistakes that people make and try to avoid them. So those are my top recommendations for materials and resources that you can use to help prepare for the PET exam yourself at home. You don't have to spend loads of money to do it, remember. I hope this has been useful. If you have any other suggestions about materials, maybe you have a good app or a website that you could recommend, please leave us a comment down below. And of course, don't forget to like and subscribe to the Home Studies channel. See you next week.